So with all the content out of the Red Dead Online Blood Money update practically being over with now, I kind of wanted to take a look back and go back to one of my past videos about the future updates we would all like to see in Red Dead Online and make a part two to that video. I promised y'all I was gonna do a part two, but I didn't just want to immediately do a part two. I kind of wanted all the content for the Blood Money update to kind of go ahead and subside and get over with and stuff before I cranked out another one. And with that being said, we pretty much done with it. Pretty much, we still got the Halloween pass coming out, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna be like his own thing, his own separate entity. As a part of the Blood Money update, it's gonna be his own little thing. So like I said, pretty much the Blood Money update and all that content is over with. So now we pretty much looking into the future. I know it's been a minute since I did one of these videos, especially like a discussion style video or comment style video, wishlist style video. So I'm kind of excited to do this and kind of get y'all ideas and go back and read some of the things that y'all posted under that video as far as things y'all would like to see. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going to start this video off, man, with the boy, my homie, Bear Nips. He basically started out saying, first off, he said he's sad that he didn't get featured in the last video. I do apologize for that, brother. But he basically said that he would like to see more Native American clothing, like war paint for your character and horse. And he would also like to see us double cross Martelli at the end of this Blood Money DLC and all that, rob him blind once we gain his trust. He would also like to see a casino boat heist, which is dope. Then he goes to say dope video, keep up the good shits. And he would also like to see Mexican standoffs from Red Dead Redemption 1. I feel like that'll be dope too. Mexican standoffs from Red Dead Redemption 1 would be dope. I don't know how they actually implement that into the game. I don't know how we would trigger those, but that'd be dope. Maybe if you playing poker or something, or if a bunch of people in the crowd, maybe it'll be a button that you can trigger, or everybody got to vote on it or something. I don't know. But I definitely agree with the casino boat heist. That would actually be dope. I guess that'll just be entered as far as like just heist goes as a whole. Just, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, a form of heist or a certain heist that we would do would be casino boat related. And I feel like a lot of folks would like to see that. I feel like a lot of folks, you know what I'm saying, would find that interesting, especially because of how it was implemented. It wasn't really a heist in story mode, but how it was implemented in story mode. And the fact that the casino boat was one of the most doper places in the game as far as like scenery and the vibe of it and all that type of stuff. That was really dope. So I'm actually really interested in seeing that. Maybe they'll add that sometime in the future. Maybe when Heist start rolling out in Red Dead Online, maybe that's something we'll see. Maybe not within the first rollout of Heist, but maybe, like I said, after maybe a few months or a few years down the line, we might see something like that. That'd actually be dope, man. I really appreciate you sending this comment out 2 months ago. But hey, like I said, it's been a minute since I did this, bro. But shout out to you, Nips. It's always a pleasure, bro, to have you under my comments, have you interacting with the videos, man. All right, bro. Next up, we got the homie Rail, another one of the normals. Another person that's always active on the channel and all that, man. We got him. He basically kind of said the same thing, but a little bit different. He basically said a gambling roll sounds dope. They could add the riverboat and add higher stakes gambling because you can currently only pitch in $5 max as far as playing poker and gambling goes. And this is, I guess you could kind of say this kind of is, I would say it's a tie-in between what Nip said as well as this. I feel like this would be the start to the casino boat river heist thing, kind of like how GTA did with the casino heist. How they first of all they implemented the casino into the game, and we just interacted with the casino, saved the casino, basically got the casino up and running, and blah blah blah. Then the next DLC after that was the actual heist. We was able to rob the casino. So I feel like this would be a great road to kind of like start off or kick off that casino boat heist type thing, bro, where we go in, we have a gambler road, we go in, spend our money, gamble it up, higher stakes, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we can get a VIP membership to the casino boat or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Where we can go to the casino boats, go to the higher stakes tables, play, maybe we'll play against NPCs, maybe we'll play against players. Hopefully we can play more so against players Then will we be able to play with like NPCs and stuff? Because I kind of like the player-to-player interaction as far as like Poker Go and Red Dead Online rather than the NPC interactions with GTA Online, because it always feel like they just cheating you. It always feel like the GTA is always cheating you. But yeah, a gambler road would be actually be dope, especially if they have it set on the casino boat river and they add in like high stakes tables and high stakes gambling where we can pitch more than just $5 max per round or per shuffle, per hand and stuff like that. That'd actually be dope. I would like to see that. Real appreciate the comment, brother. All right, man. The next comment, man, we got from Louis GV. He says, Undead like the first one. Heist like mine carts and gold dynamite. Then a boat to escape. Halloween theme mode like GTA slasher, player versus player, control animals, bear, etc. So to break it down, he basically said he kind of want to see something like Undead Nightmare from the first Red Dead Online, which is something a lot of us want to see. Even now, as far as like the Halloween pass coming up, I really want to see a zombie inspired horde mode with call to arms. Instead of fighting like random NPCs with guns, we can kind of fight like maybe night folk or zombie style people with I don't know like how they would balance it as far as like making it challenging. Maybe we'll have to fight and in like a huge amount of them, or maybe like the more rounds you get, the more resistant they are, or the more faster they run, or something like that. But I would really love to see that as far as call to arms go in the future of Red Dead Online, especially like with the Halloween pass coming out and stuff. That'll actually be really dope, really fun to see. Then he says heist like mine carts and gold dynamite. I really don't understand what he mean by that, but I'm kind of thinking maybe we will have like a heist in the mine, like a mine heist, where we go in the mines and maybe we can rob gold. Because, basically the mines is basically for gold. They go in the mines and try to find gold and other valuables, maybe oil and stuff like that. Back in them days, that's basically what them things was for. And maybe we can like have some type of information or some NPC tell us some information on like a big gold mine, or a mining company that just hit big on some gold down there, and we go and we take it for ourselves, and we got to use dynamite and stuff to blow it up and all that type of stuff. That'll actually be sick. I'm guessing that's what you meant when you said that. And basically he said we use a boat to escape, so our escape route would probably we get on a ferry or a boat and sail off until the sunset, and we how the game go, we randomly spawn in some random location, and that'd be the end of the heist. So excuse me. So that'll actually be pretty dope, bro. I actually would really like to see that. And then he go on to say Halloween theme mode like slasher, player versus player, control animals. So basically, if you never played GTA Online, if you don't understand the slasher mode he talking about, it's basically where you have, I think it's a group of people, y'all all have flash. It's dark. You can't see shit. And you all have a flashlight. And you have one slasher with in GTA, you will basically have like a Freddy Krueger, Jason style. They'll be dressed up in a costume to kind of look like a slasher, from like a horror series, a horror film like Jason, Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, something like that. And basically it's y'all job to try to survive and stuff. I think they give you like certain things you can do to like defend yourself against them or something. I played it a few times. I really don't remember it that much. But that's basically it. That'll actually kind of be dope, especially with the vibe of Red Dead Online, especially if they put in like some of the spookier areas on the map at night with some fog and stuff like that to kind of make it really hard to see. And instead of using a flashlight, you have to use your lantern and maybe a lasso or throwing knives or something like that to kind of defend yourself and make the slasher like a one-hit kill. That'd actually really be fun. I actually would really enjoy that. And then he said player versus player, control animals, which I guess he talking something along the lines of like a more expanded version of the Harriet little things where you do all the stuff, you can turn into a rabbit or something. I mean, for me, that's not really necessary. I'm not really into that. I don't really care to have player control animals because, for one, Red Dead Online already has animals in the game. Now, for GTA, it was a little different because there was no animals in that game. Like, there was no animals to be found in the world of online in GTA. But for Red Dead, it's not really necessary. But if they add it, I mean, maybe it'll be all right, especially if they expand on it, way more than they did with the naturalist version. Then it'll be cool. But for me, it's not really necessary. But, maybe people will like it. Maybe it'll be enjoyable. Maybe it'll be something fun to troll your friends or just mess around in online, man. So I ain't knocking it. But for me, it's not really that necessary. Next, man, I got a pretty steep one from Ratchet. He says he got a lot of ideas. He says, first, there should be honor requirements for the roles, which I definitely 100% agree on. Roles should definitely have honor requirements, especially depending on certain roles that you're doing. Or maybe there should be multiple roles and each roles have honor requirement. Like to get into this role, you have to have this honor. To get into that role, you have to have that honor. Like that, I definitely agree with that. Or they should have like honor specific rewards. Maybe not, you shouldn't have a certain honor to get into a role, but to get certain rewards out of the role, you should have certain honor. Like that. So I definitely 100% agree with that. Then he goes on to say, if you have low honor, you can get certain roles, but you can't get any high honor roles. Second, the bounty system has to be reworked because as it is now, just designed to punish players for grieving, which is another thing that is facts. It is definitely the bounty system is definitely weird. Like you can still get a bounty, you can still get bounties on yourself or get the cops on you and all this other stuff just for defending yourself against griefers or. Say if you minding your business and a random NPC just so happen to get froggy and try to start stuff with you and shoot at you and you decide to take him out. Now you got a bounty on your head because of some guy that got antsy. So I don't really know how they would totally rework the bounty system, but it definitely needs a reworking, bro. It definitely needs some type of fixing or just revamping of it in a way. I do like that the bounty system exists, but they definitely need to work out some of the kinks in it. So I do agree with that as well. Then he go on to say, first of all, stop preventing players from doing roles and strangle missions if they have bounties, and give players an incentive to have bounties, like having the bounty hunters drop very rare jewels that sell for a lot. Agreed. Also, once your bounty gets high enough, he said hog, I guess he meant high though. High enough, you start seeing juggernaut bounty hunters chase you by, they should drop gold. Oh, chase you, but they should drop gold bars and you can sell them to the fence. Lastly, every time you have a low honor roll, your bounty should increase to balance the amount of money you got. Low honor outlaws should have high risk, high reward playstyles. Facts. Having a low honor, a very low honor, having that real life, like dirty outlaw, no holds bars, very egregious style play style in the game should definitely have a high risk, high reward play style. You should definitely be rewarded for it. Not saying that high honor players shouldn't be rewarded, because I'm also of a high honor player myself, but I definitely feel like high honor players should have a reward system going on as well as low honors, but it also should play out with their honor. Like maybe high honor players, maybe to get, people will, they'll have more opportunities as far as stopping low honor players, or people will just be nicer to them, and maybe payouts will be better for helping out people more and stuff like that. Whereas low honor players would just, they get their rewards from basically killing and stealing and robbing people and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like their rewards come from that, bro. Getting bounties on them, wiping out complete towns, wiping out complete goons or posses of bounty hunters and lawmen and other high honor players that's trying to take them out. And you can loot them. They have, like you said, jewels, huge amount of money, $15, $20 a body, maybe a gold bar here and there, and all that type of stuff, bro. That's really something that'll actually be dope. That's something that I think a lot of people should really do, bro. Like, that'll actually be dope, and I would really like to see that. He also add that, lastly, there should be neutral roles. These roles are something both types of players can buy, but there should be a low honor / high honor way of doing them. That way, people who can't afford to change their honor with gold can change it with these roles. So it kind of give you like a balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do this stuff with low honor. You can do this stuff with high honor, but also you can have some things in these roles that you can get no matter what. Like just completing the role or leveling up throughout the role just gives you this no matter what type of honor level you got. And that's dope because that gives everybody a chance to get everything, and it kind of like pads out the content in a way that's also fun and also engaged to the players to make them want to continue. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing about Red Dead Online. Like once you're done with a lot of that shit, it's over with. Like it's really no point in continuing it again unless you're just doing it for like double money or double XP or something like that, bro. That's really like, you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason you would want to even do those things for real. So I definitely agree with that. Have low honor rewards, high honor rewards, and just rewards everybody can get no matter what your honor is. Like I said, Ratchet, man, I really appreciate this comment. I really appreciate you leaving this comment, bro. I really don't see your name that much on the channel, But I really appreciate that, bro, and I thank you for interacting with the comment section, brother. All right, bro. Next off, we got the homie Micah T. Another guy, man, that's always active in the channel, active on the channel and stuff, bro. And he go out his way and say, of course I want heists and properties, but some smaller features I would like to see is being able to search dead horses or dead horse saddlebags, just like in single player. Another thing I would like to see is some gangs like the Murphys, Lemoyne Raiders, Skinner Brothers, or Driscolls. Their hideouts are empty and online. I hope Rockstar makes places like Shady Bell, Beaver Hollow, and 6 Point Cabin inhabited with gangs and just makes the map more. It just makes the maps more alive. I see I ain't the only one that be messing up words, which is good. But yeah, bro, I definitely agree with this. This is definitely something that I like personally. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, I'm more so about making the world of Red Dead Online feel alive. That's like my thing, to immerse yourself, to really make it feel alive, to make the moment times to from point A to point B feel immersive, to see things happening, to just just to know that the world is going on without you, no matter what you're doing. That's what I like to see. You know what I'm saying? As far as Red Dead Online go, I want to see things that just like immerse me. Like, dang, that's going on over there. I'm going this way. That's going on. Then this guy trying to rob me, and I got these people back here trying to do this, and just all this type of stuff. Like areas where you would think gangs would be inhabited, you should see them. You should be able to take them out too. You should also be able to interact with them and all that type of stuff as well. But I definitely want to see more just open world immersion, more open world interaction, more open world things. You know what I'm saying? Just make it seem realistic. That's like my pet peeve with Red Dead Online. Make it seem more like, you know what I'm saying, not like super realism, but just make it seem immersive. Just give it more flavor. You know what I mean? Like, I just can't stress that part enough. Red Dead Online can sometimes feel so empty, especially when you compare it to the single player, because the single player was just so massive with moment-to-moment things that could just happen in the game, to the point where when you see it, like when you go back to online, it kind of seems like an eggshell of itself. Nothing really happens, and if it does happen, it happens just so weirdly, or just random events don't spawn and stuff like. It's just weird how it happens, bro. So just to make the world seem more real is dope to me. Like, that's 100% something I can agree with you on that, bro. So I appreciate you leaving that comment, Micah. 100% agree with you on this, and thank you for leaving a comment, brother. All right, brother. Another comment that I got was from Incognito Pharaoh. First of all, I like that. I actually like that name, Incognito Pharaoh. That's funny. He simply said he would love a rodeo to go to, but properties first. I never would have thought of this, bro. A rodeo in Red Dead Online. Again, this is one of them things that I guess will just be more so a fun factor rather than practical in the game. But I kind of, you know what I'm saying? I'm all for that too. Like, I'm also about making it fun and just adding random things and mini games, quote unquote, to add into the game. Like I said, I don't know where we would go and have a rodeo per se. Maybe they'll have to add a new building or add a area to the map, or maybe like one of them large areas with, with not too much going on. They'll have to add that. But I think that'd actually be fun. Maybe add some challenges, maybe a fun way to earn some gold, earn some cash, or something like that. Maybe add some type of ranking system and you can become the best rodeo rider in the West or some shit. I don't fucking know. But I actually thought this was pretty neat. This is a pretty neat outside the box idea that I actually kind of like. Like I said, I don't disagree with this. This actually might be fun. But at the end of the day, he do say properties first. That's something everybody want to see, properties. I want to see properties, but at the same time, I want to see properties that make sense. I understand we all got a whole bunch of money in the game and stuff, and everybody want to see mansions. But in my eyes, real shit, like, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, mansions don't make fucking sense right now. Like, we still want it by the law. Who the hell finna go out and buy a mansion right now? Like, come on, G. So, man, buying properties that make sense to what the story got going on. You know what I'm saying? I agree with properties, but don't just immediately go to mansions. Like, that shit don't make sense. We still fucking convicts. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on that. But yeah, properties first. But I also am very interested in this rodeo idea. If they ever was to implement this, that'll actually be something interesting to see, bro. So Incognito Pharaoh, appreciate the comment, brother. We got another one, bro, from the homie Real. This is basically a two-parter. He basically said he also believed that they need to make the world more interactable. Agreed. more chairs to sit in, poles to lean on, cliffs to sit on. As far as new missions go, add some RDR1 contact missions. You can work for Nigel West Dickens, helping him sell tonics, or even helping the strange man take out a couple of special contacts. And then he go on to say, similar to legendary gunslingers in the story mode, but something seems off about the 7 targets as they represent the 7 deadly sins. The strange man could be the meta, talking about how you are not who you really are, and just how you always seem to live no matter what. I think it would be dope. It would be a dope explanation for things in online being the way that they are. So basically, he kind of went into detail about the strange man portion of the special contacts that he was talking about, basically. And I definitely think that's dope, bro. Like I said, making the world more interactable. Like I said, 100% go, 100% support that. I'm all for making the world feel more realistic, more alive, more immersive. And then I also see some more RDR1 contacts besides just Bunny McFarlane, like people like Nigel West Dickens, or even what the guy name was, Seth, and all that. That'll actually be dope. Like, I would really love to see them guys, especially like in the RDR2 era with updated graphics, and see what their character models would be, and to see how they was, 11 years or however long it go back, before the events of RDR1, to see how they is then how they is in that game, just to see the difference of like growth and character development and stuff. That'll actually be dope. Like, let's think of like a clean Seth for a moment. Like, just think of that. That'll be wild, bro. I'm telling you, that'll be dope. So yeah, I'm 100% behind that, bro. I really hope they do add. First of all, I hope they do add more RDR1 characters as far as like stranger missions go, and make them more interactable than stranger missions. Make them more than just a blip on the map that we go to and select the random mission and go on by our day. Like, I hope they make them more interactable and stuff like that. And I also want to see some RDR2 characters, bro. Like I say, I want to see John. I want to see Hosea. I want to see people like that, bro. But I also want it to make sense with the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it don't line up with the story of RDR2, the story mode, then, you know what I'm saying, keep him out the game. But I definitely feel like John Marston is one of the people we can definitely see, especially because he, quote unquote, separated from the game for like a whole year. So they give him ample amount of time to interact with us and give us missions, and he was doing his own thing. So he definitely one of the people I definitely can see being one of the RDR2 characters that we can get missions from in the future. Rail, again, bro, I really appreciate you giving out this comment, bro. Really amazing idea. Something I really stand on 100%, bro. Appreciate it all as always, brother. Next, man, we got the homie Marshall. Man, he another one of the regulars on the channel, bro. He been in a few of the streams and all that. He pretty came at, I ain't gonna lie to you, he came at us with a steep one right here. I don't know if I'm gonna read every single thing, but I'm gonna just go over like the most important pieces that I see, or the things that I can agree with the most and stuff like that. But he basically said my idea of a future update will be an outlaw update, where you meet a guy who starts a gang with you and you can get to name that gang like you can for the biker business in GTA 5. That's something that's dope, but at the same time, I don't really think we need to name a gang, because technically our persistent posses would be the gang name, I'm guessing. Unless they do something like a totally different type of like system or something with this. That'll actually, you know what I'm saying? I feel like our persistent posses would be what it is. Because, my persistent posse is Almighty Gang. So I feel like that's already kind of established without even having an NPC character to even establish that for us. But I kind of see what you're going with this, and I kind of like the idea of it. But that's just my 2 cents on it. I feel like our persistent posses is the gang name. And like I said, unless they come out with a whole nother system or something like that, then yeah, persistent posses is pretty much the gang off the rip. But then he goes to say this character would ask for gold and money in order to purchase a hideout. Similar to the camp, the hideout is the main base for your gang. This hideout will basically will help you set up heists, rob, you know what I'm saying? You think the heist will be done to similar GTA's heist. You start off robbing a bank wagon, moving up to banks, trains, boats, you know what I'm saying, robbing maybe some of the rich, maybe like some of the Saint Denis rich guys or something like that, which is like 100% agreed, bro. We definitely just need, like, I don't even mind just starting off with just the robbing NPCs and the stores, you know what I'm saying? Like the stores and stuff, how you're able to pick up in the store mode, you be able to pull your gun out and tell the clerk to give you all your money. I wouldn't be able to mind doing that. And same thing with NPCs. You ride up against NPC, punch your gun in, press Y or triangle, depending on what console you got or whatever button you got it, keybind on your PC. and you just rob the guy. Maybe they rob, maybe they give you their money, maybe they don't. Because, you know, some NPCs, they'll fight. You know, they'd rather die before they give you, you know, before they just give it up to you or whatever. So I agree with that. That's definitely something I can agree on and all that type of stuff. So, yeah, that's actually lit. Like I said, at the end of the day, we all just want Heist. But we don't just want Heist. We want Heist to be done right. We want it to be done with some care. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you on that. Then he go on to say that the Outlaw Road should allow you to go to a person to be notified about WAG and stuff. So kind of like the people in the post office, like what their name is, like Alden and all them. I'm guessing that's what he's talking about, which is, you know, I kind of, like I said, they already kind of got that system in the game, but just make it to where they do that type of stuff. So again, I agree with that. But then, you know, then he go on to say that he tired of being an errand boy and all that. He want to be his own outlaw and all this type of stuff. Man, this is a steep ass paragraph, bro. This is steep ass paragraph. I'm not gonna really read all of this because video time's sake, but y'all can see it. It's gonna be up on the screen and stuff. If y'all want to deep dive and read the entire, I'm gonna call this bitch an article. Bro gave me an article, no cap. He wrote a real article in the comment sections. But I do like comments like this. It's just hard to really put them in the video because it's just so much information and stuff. But if y'all, like I said, it's going to be on the screen for the whole entire of me talking about this stuff. So there it is. Like I said, Marshall, man, I really appreciate you leaving this comment, bro. Really detailed, really well done and all that type of stuff, bro. I really appreciate that. Some of your ideas in this comment section was dope. I do agree with it. Fantastic comment section, bro. Really appreciate it. And I got another one. Pretty steep, but it's a little bit more, you know, kind of, it's a little bit more not fleshed out, but just organized, I guess. I don't know. But it's from Rad. I remember your name used to be Rad Mad. I guess you took the Mad off, but it's Rad. And basically he said, in my opinion, incorporating Mexico into the land of opportunity missions would be the best thing ever. The more roles you have, the more you can receive. So he basically said you got the bounty hunter role. The bounty hunter role you meet. The bounty hunter you meet in the cutscene for the role tracks her down to Mexico for a contact that does hunting down there. Got trader. Crips will give you some bloodhounds to help you track her tracks. Moonshiner, the planning base where you can plan to capture her along the way with new bounty moonshines with by new moonshines that give you new abilities to them. So you got hallucinations, peyote plant effects, acid milk, etc. So like some super powered moonshine. That's funny. Collect the Madame Nazar will give you a precise location on where she is by using her crystal ball. Naturalist, the most useless role, cough. 100% agree. Fuck that role. I actually want to do a rant on that role. It's just so old, it ain't no purpose of doing it. But if I was to ever do a rant on fucking naturalist, I'd go in on that shit. I swear to God. Fuck that role. But he basically say Harriet would get... Bro, I don't even want to read this shit, bro. I ain't gonna cap, bro, because I fucking hate that bitch. That bitch ain't got to do nothing for me. She can die. Real shit. Fuck Harriet. No cap. Real shit. 100%. Fuck that dirty bitch. I bet her motherfucking armpits stink. Ooh, but I hate that bitch so much. But he basically goes to say Harriet will give you special rounds that can either put an enemy to sleep with single or a few shots, depending on where you hit them, or turn them against one another, making everyone there's their worst possible fear, which turns them against one another. Not gonna lie, that's actually a dope ass idea. Not gonna lie, that's actually a dope ass idea. That'll actually make that bitch useful. Cause other than that, man, fuck her. Like, I hate that lady. I swear to God, I do. Bro, it's so crazy, bro. Like, I hate Harriet more than I hate anything. I don't hate too much of nothing, but I hate that lady. I really do. I hate everything about that lady because she keep fucking spraying me, bro. She keep getting away with it. I don't like that. I really don't. But Rad, I called you mad. Rad, bro, these are amazing ideas. I love how you incorporated one idea and added each and every last one of the roles. So basically what you're saying is if you got all of these roles and you get into the last part of the land of opportunity missions, you pretty much gonna be overpowered as shit. Or the last land of opportunity missions will be insane, and you will need at least majority, as much as this stuff as you can. Either way it go, that'll be dope. I kind of would like to see more of the challenge to it than anything, and you needing as much as this stuff as you could. But this is dope. Like, I really like this idea right here. Like, to make the finale of the land of opportunity mission just phenomenal. So I really appreciate you leaving this comment, bro. Like I said, 2 months ago, it's been a minute since I did one of these, but I appreciate it, brother. And we got last but certainly not least, we got a comment from that GTA guy. That's actually crazy to see like somebody with that type of name over here on my channel. Not really crazy, but it's just, you know what I'm saying, like GTA. I play both games, but you know what I'm saying, that type of name in this. Anyway, but he goes on to say they need to add Gorma and have heist, hunted, and free roam stuff to do. So not only do they need to add Gorma, it need to be stuff to do on Gorma, like heist, hunting, and free roam stuff, which is dope. Like that'll actually just make Gorma a lot more than what it is, and all that type of stuff. Instead of just going to Gorma, because a lot of people just be like, oh, I just want to go to Gorma, but then at the same time, if you just go to Gorma and there's nothing to do, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? They should add things to Gorma that makes going to Gorma worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I hope they do it. And I hope, like I said, I hope they kind of make it more expansive than they did with GTA Online and Cayo Perico, where you only go to Cayo Perico to scout and do heist stuff. I actually would like to just go to Gorma just to go to Gorma, enjoy some free roam missions, maybe add some strangers or some mission givers out there that we can take stuff from, and we do things on Gorma that we can explore a little bit, stuff like that. Man, have some treasure maps, some treasure hunts on Gorma, and all that type of stuff. Like that'll actually be really sick. 100%. Gorma and Mexico and Heist is like the top 3 things I feel like a lot of people in the Red Dead community want to see, and I can 100% agree with it. Like I said, I just hope that whenever or if ever they add these things into it, I hope that they make it to where it's 100% replayable, 100% enjoyable, challenging, and just overall a good experience, and not something that you just do one time and then you never do it again, or something that they just force down your throat and all this type of stuff. Like, I want to have a way that you can do all this stuff solo for like the solo players, because sometimes I'm a solo player. I've been getting more and more into playing with friends and stuff because of y'all amazing people on my channel and y'all amazing people in the Red Dead Online community. But for like the people that's unfortunate, or I ain't gonna say unfortunate, but for some people just like to play solo. Like even myself, I like to play by myself sometimes. And you just want to just have that relaxing moment. You just want to do everything yourself, not have to worry about too many people and all that type of stuff. So I hope they have a way to do this stuff solo, as well as a way to do it with a posse of what's the biggest posse you can get? Up to seven players. And you know what I'm saying? It's just flush out and all this type of stuff, bro. But I thank all y'all, bro, for leaving y'all comments. Like I said, it's been a while since I did this style of video. Hopefully I can, you know what I'm saying, edit this right and have this in the great, you know what I'm saying, had this up to a certain quality of my standards, because it's been a minute since I did this, so that means it's been a minute since I edited one of these. But again, man, I thank every last one of y'all that left a comment 2 months ago, 1 month ago. It's been a while, you know what I'm saying, reading these comments, but I really appreciate every last one of y'all, man. I hope every last one of y'all that didn't get into the video last time got into the video this time. It wasn't that many comments on this video as the video that started this off. I don't even remember what video that was, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, guys. And then also put y'all dropping this video is highly appreciated. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and as always, be easy. Take care.